So take two with this video. I made one yesterday, but I didn't like it, so I didn't upload it. So this one is all about F1 and the team specifically known as HAAS. I'm talking about HAAS because HAAS is the only American team in F1. Every other team is based in like the UK, Germany, Italy. Like all those teams are based in Europe. HAAS is the only team that is based in the United States. Like if you've like know of NASCAR teams, there's a team called Stewart-Haas Racing. It's Tony Stewart and I believe his name is Gene Haas. They co-own the team. The biggest sponsor is probably Ford. That's what gives them their cars. So it makes me very confused how the hell Haas doesn't have funding for their own shit. Well, Haas does. Like a lot of teams in F1 develop their own engines. They build their own engines. They buy their own engines. They develop their own wings. They develop their own chassis and all that shit. Haas doesn't do that. Haas will buy them secondhand off of other teams, and he'll basically just reskin it to where it looks like his car. I don't understand why he does this. It doesn't make sense to me. You have funding for NASCAR, dude. Like, you have a lot of funding for NASCAR, and your team is really fucking good. Kevin Harvick has fucking 4 wins this year, and they've only had like a dozen races. Maybe maybe not even a dozen and a half. Like, Fords are dominating NASCAR. How? I'm confused if Haas hasn't asked Ford for funding for his F1 team, or asked Tony Stewart if he wants to help fund this F1 team, because a Stewart-Haas F1 team would be fucking amazing. Like, you could easily get funding from your NASCAR team into F1, especially considering that F1 is the biggest motorsport in the world. It has the most money, the most people watch it, and quite frankly, it's kind of like regarded as the most talented drivers drive F1. So it's the best, it's the biggest motorsport in the world. And you're based in the United States. Like, you have so many companies that you can kind of go to and ask for sponsorships. You can go to Chevy. Chevy has engines that are in IndyCar, and they race against Hondas all the time. You know who else is in F1? Honda. Honda's a big sponsor in F1. You could totally play that shit up. Chevy versus Honda. Again. Or you can just use Ford. Ford versus Ferrari. I know that was Le Mans and that's completely different, but like, you can play that shit up, dude. I don't know if he has like asked Ford for funding, but I know he probably fucking should. Ford can make a badass engine for his team. And then you start putting in American money into F1. And then that increases the American interest in F1. Because right now, the American interest in F1 is fucking minimal. If at all. Americans are more interested in drag racing than they are in F1. I'm not saying drag racing's bad. I'm just saying there's a lot more money in F1 than there ever will be in drag racing. But hell, even then, you can get so many American companies involved in HAAS, because you can like brand yourself as the American team. You can easily brand yourself like that because you are literally the only American team, dude. Like, think of all the companies in the that are based in the United States that have anything to do with cars or oil or gas or making parts for cars or anything like that. Like, there are thousands. You can easily get enough funding to really just throw Haas into the top tier of F1 in terms of funding. You can get enough funding to throw around money like Mercedes or like Ferrari or like Red Bull. Like, damn. I know Gene Haas is not gonna watch this. I don't know who the fuck's gonna watch this, but this needs to get out to Haas, and he needs to do this shit, dude. I want to see the American team do better, besides barely finishing above Williams, who has been the worst team in F1 for like 10 fucking years, it seems like. But I really want to see Haas do better. If anything, they need to get rid of Grosjean, and they could bring in Sebastian Vettel. Oh, damn, dude, that could really tie Haas up. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Probably streaming today. Probably some F1, maybe some Destiny. I don't know what the fucking squad's doing, and my hair is crazy. So I'm gonna go. Yeah, bye.